Yeah, well, it's because they're taking that big block out of the wall.
You're a little fast on that.
I'd like to thank you all for coming today to the opening of Carrier's Time Capsule. I'm Lori Aubrey, and I'm the elementary principal here, and I've been here since 1997. And anyhow, this building started out as a first through third grade building when I was here in 1997, and now it is a preschool building. And so we're going to start with 4 preschoolers helping me this morning with a salute to our American flag. That would like what was in the time capsule, and or pictures of it. And then let me talk to you about what we're going to put in our time capsule. We have a newspaper that was from November 4th, 2016, which was the day that this first time capsule was laid 50 years earlier. A copy of the article that was written by the Guyman Herald about the opening of the time capsule, that is in there as well. There's a bank bag from Anchor D Bank with coins from 2016, as well as a debit card that is in there that is really something that we use currently instead of checks. Most people use debit cards all the time, and so we wanted the people to see that during 2016 that was the main thing that we used to buy our items. Pictures of all the staff here, all the classes, and all their names are on the pictures, and that is inside. Also, there was an iPhone that was donated by PTCI because that is our main way we communicate now, and so most everybody has a phone, and we felt like the iPhone represented our time, and so they were generous to donate that. A book was donated by Randy and Cindy Williams, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom by Bill Martin Jr. The reason that book was donated, one, we wonder in 50 years if we will even have books, or if we will just be using digital readers to do all our books in classrooms and in libraries, and that libraries might even be obsolete. The reason Chicka Chicka Boom Boom was chosen is because if you haven't been in Carrier School lately, the walls have murals on them of that book, and so because it is a preschool. And so anyhow, I took pictures of the murals on the wall. They're inside the book, and so and as well as the artist, who is Leslie Aubrey. She wasn't Leslie Aubrey at the time, but now she's married my son. And so anyhow, that is all inside the book, and so that will be there for them to open in 50 years. Okay, if you were a student here during the laying of this time capsule in 1966, would you come up so that they can take a picture, please?
My name is Mr. Hale, Lyndall Hale, and I was the teacher here, and I was standing right here pretty close when they dedicated this building with Mr. Carrier and Mr. Spinner and some other teachers that have gone on before me. And I don't know if I had these kids that year, but I had them in school. And so I'm glad to have each one of that's Amanda, Michael, and Clifton, and Kurt, and you're the music teacher, Janice Colvin. You haven't changed any. But anyway, I'm glad to have all of you here today. Thank you.
Watch your own video.
Okay. Well, the first thing that I have looked at here is a school directory. It has the Board of Education listed, the administration, the senior high faculty, junior high faculty, and I assume all the faculty from different schools. It is very packed in here if you cannot see it. It is just really...
It's packed.
We're going to have to come up with a new way to put this back.
What, build a new one?
Yes, there is an American flag, which had 50 states, and it still has 50 states. There's a $50 here, I believe. Yes, it's a $50 wrapped in foil.
Trying to do this without tearing it up. And it wants to be all that stuff inside, the outside's pretty well had.
While Ken's working on it, I'd like to recognize Gail Brown. Gail, over here to my left, was Master of the Lodge when this stone was laid. And Gail, you want to say a few words?
Not really.
Gail said that when this stone was laid, the Grandmaster couldn't actually come. And Aubrey Earhart, who we all know, Aubrey actually laid the stone. Right, Gail?
That's correct. That's correct.
And Gail was Master of the Lodge in '66 when the stone was laid.
There's a listing here of all the Masons that were members as of January 1st, 1966. A list of all their names here. There is a handbook for the teachers here with the regulations and organizations for the school term 1966-67. That might be interesting reading. Yeah. There's a 1964 kitten, which I have 65 and 66 here. Okay, I have the second grade from Carrier School, November 4th, 1966, with all of their names. They have immaculate handwriting. Yeah. Another coin. I think that's a dime. Well, No, it's a penny.
Bible.
There is a Bible included here. It says it's a World Bible. I think that was just included.
Bread, bacon, eggs.
Here is a listing of all the city council members for the city government of that time. Okay, this is a listing of the Masonic officers that were here when it was laid.
This is the call for Demon Land. Which is in, that would be the high school version of Masons. It's kind of.
Okay, this is the order of the Demolay. He says that's the high school version of the Masons. And it's all the different ones that were officers and members.
And here's the rainbows, which is.
And the Rainbow Girls is the women's side of that, and all the members of their group assembly number 80. There were a lot.
And here's the
This is the Order of the Eastern Star. That's their little handbook.
and this is, again, another.
The officers of the Gaiman Masonic Lodge are listed here and what their different office, what office they held.
October 66, Oklahoma Mason.
Okay, this is this like a magazine?
Yeah, it's like
It's a magazine. It's called the Oklahoma Mason.
and it has articles and stuff in it. There's not a lot of advertising and stuff.
Okay. All right, it has articles in it, but it doesn't have a lot of advertising.
Here's a picture. If I don't put it in. Map of Diamond.
There's a current map of Gaiman in it.
And this was there in 16. Compliments of Gunham and Eastern Guest.
And
And,
there is a current newspaper.
yep, this was dated November 1, 16.
November 1st, 1966, which may have, I don't know if it was a daily or a weekly paper at that point.
It was dated.
He says it was daily. Maybe he knows.
It wasn't at all bad.
One more thing, I think.
Get this sucker from the whole color.